Hi, Wellness Wizards. I'm Brian Hogan, life coach, filmmaker, clinical therapist, and creator of the SH/IFT model. SH/IFT stands for Somatic Holistic Internal Family Tapping, an integration of EFT and internal family systems, where the body's wisdom and the mind's parts finally get to talk to each other. Today, in about 15 minutes, we're going to shift your relationship to something we all experience: suffering. Not the story of suffering, not the drama of it, but the parts of you that suffer. IFS calls these parts exiles, the parts that carry hurt, heartbreak, loneliness, fear, shame, the feeling of being too much or not enough. These are the tender ones, the young ones, the ones who learned early on that feeling was dangerous. And now they hide or whisper, or sometimes burst through when the system is already overwhelmed. So today we meet these parts with gentleness, not to force anything open, not to dig, not to feel more than we can handle, but simply to say, I'm here, I'm listening, and you don't have to overwhelm me to be heard. All you need today is your breath and a willingness to go slowly, at the speed of trust, honoring the pace that your slowest parts feel comfortable going. SH/IFT means S for somatic, healing through sensation. H for holistic, every part belongs. I and F for internal family. Your inner world isn't a problem, it's a community. And the T for tapping, safety through rhythm, breath, and touch. And remember, exiles never want to overwhelm you. You can actually ask them not to flood you. And most of the time, as mystical and crazy as this sounds, they soften immediately because they desperately want connection with you, not chaos. So let's begin by inviting the exiles, the suffering parts, to be here only to the degree that feels safe. It doesn't need to come fully forward. It can sit in the doorway. It can stay across the room. It can stay behind you. It can simply listen. You might not feel anything at first. That's okay. Listening is participating. So let's start tapping on the side of our hand. Even though a part of me suffers, I can ask it not to overwhelm me. Even though this exile holds deep pain, I can meet it slowly. Even though I may not feel anything yet, I trust that listening is enough. Top of the head, I can ask my parts to go slow. Highbrow, most of them want to go slow. Side of the eye, they don't want to scare me. Under the eye, they just want connection. Under the nose, this exile has been waiting a long time. Chin, it can sit wherever it feels safe. Collarbone, I don't need to feel it fully to honor it. And under the arm, I can listen without being overwhelmed. Okay, stop tapping right there. Take a nice, slow, deep breath in through the nose and a long, slow exhale through pursed lips like this. And then just give yourself time and space to reflect. Where is your exile right now? Near or far? What distance feels safe for both of you? Can you sense its relief that you're asking for pacing and not just going full steam ahead? Just respect this pace and allow what comes up to come up. And now imagine this part could speak in faint whispers. What is it tired of holding? What is it longing for? Again, you don't have to feel anything big. Just listen with the edges of your awareness. Even though this suffering part carries so much, I'm willing to hear a little of its story. Even though it learned to hide, I see its courage. Even though the pain is old, I don't have to relive it. I just have to be here. Top of the head. This hurt once felt unbearable. Eyebrow. It tried to survive alone. Side of the eye. It hid to protect me. Under the eye. It holds unmet needs. Under the nose. It carries stories I once could not handle. Chin. But I'm older now. Collarbone. I can listen without drowning. Under the arm. I can be the one who stays. Okay, stop tapping here. Take that nice, slow, deep breath in through the nose and a long, slow exhale through pursed lips as you just allow yourself to reflect on what emotions does this exile carry. Sadness, fear, aloneness, shame. Just be with that as much as it feels safe. What does it want you to know in one word? And can you offer this part presence instead of pressure to shift or change or speak? Just being with. Pause the video for as long as you need, and then we'll come back and we'll continue tapping. Now imagine offering this exile a blanket or a hand or just a kind gaze from across the room. You're not forcing comfort. You're simply letting it know you don't have to hold this alone anymore. And let's begin tapping on the side of our hand. Even though this exile is tired, I can offer softness. Even though it learned to carry pain alone, it doesn't have to anymore. Even though suffering shaped it, compassion can soothe it. Top of the head. It's okay to rest now. Eyebrow. It doesn't have to carry everything. Side of the eye. My presence is support. Under the eye. My breath is safety. Under the nose. My compassion is medicine. Chin. This part deserves gentleness. Collarbone. I can hold space without fear. Under the arm. I can be the self this part always needed. Okay, stop tapping and take that nice deep breath in through the nose and a long, slow exhale through pursed lips. And then just sit with whatever comes up as you reflect on what shifts in your exile when it feels your compassion. Does it soften, warm, maybe just breathe a little easier? You can't get this wrong. Anything is okay. Perhaps your exiles are a little skeptical. Just sit with whatever comes up for you. Pause the video as needed. And now imagine your exile and your protectors, especially the ones who manage suffering, sitting in a circle. You are in the center as self, calm, curious, compassionate. They look to you for leadership, and you give it with softness. So on the side of our hand, even though my system once feared my suffering, it can organize around self now. Even though protectors once blocked the exiles, they can relax. Even though my exiles felt alone, they fully belong. And I'm starting to see that now. Top of the head. Every part has its place. Eyebrow. Protectors can lower their shields. Side of the eye. Exiles can be heard safely. Under the eye. Self leads with warmth. Under the nose, the system gently reorganizes. On the chin, no part needs to dominate. Collarbone, compassion guides everyone. Under the arm, this is inner harmony. Okay, stop tapping there. Take that nice, slow, deep breath in through the nose and a long, slow exhale through pursed lips. And just notice, tuning in, how does your system feel when everyone has space, when you as self lead? What quality of your self energy is strongest right now? Just pause the video as needed. And when you're ready, join us as we let this self energy radiate outward from your inner world into the room around you, into your relationships, into the collective. Imagine everyone's exiles being met with the same gentleness. And then let's tap on the side of our hand. Even though suffering exists everywhere, I can meet it with compassion. Even though exiles hide in every human heart, I can honor their courage. Even though the world rushes, I can go slow. Top of the head, my gentleness ripples outward. Eyebrow, my presence brings safety. Side of the eye, my compassion softens pain. Under the eye, my self-energy models peace. Under the nose, my body remembers safety. Chin, my system trusts connection. Collarbone, I honor every exile. Under the arm, this is the shift. Okay, stop tapping and take that nice, slow, long, deep breath in through the nose and a long, slow exhale through pursed lips. Just tune in and noticing, what does your exile want to remember from today? Take your time with this. Pause the video as needed. What promise can self make to the parts who suffer? How might your life change if suffering didn't mean alone, but accompanied, witnessed with compassion? So take a deep breath. You've just completed a full shift. Somatic, holistic, internal family tapping, centered on your relationship to suffering and the exiles who carry it. You met them with pacing, permission, and compassion. You learned they don't want to overwhelm you. They want to be witnessed. This is healing, not diving into pain, but offering presence to the parts who hold the pain. So if this resonated, save it, share it, and revisit it whenever suffering feels heavy. Each time you return to your exiles gently, you rewrite the story of what it means to be human. I trust you, humanity. See you in the next video. Bye.